Good evening.
We're sisters who love to explore
True crime, cryptids, ghosties, haunted locations.
conspiracy theories and all creepy, scary, spooky things.
With a bit of dark humor. Hosted by
Sarah,
and Melissa.
join us as we take a trip to the dark side.
Because sometimes dead is better.
Welcome to Necromancy.
All right. So, now I have a fun fact for you guys to start off this episode. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to talk about which country do you think has the most serial killers on the planet? Go
The
ahead.
States.
States? What country do you think has the most serial killers in the world?
The U.S.
The U.S.?
Yep.
Well, both of you guys are right. Mikey was wrong. Okay, so we're going to talk about how many. Okay? We're going to talk about the 5 biggest countries with the most serial killers, okay?
Kind of peak.
Okay,
Peaked.
so Japan has 96 in total, okay? Italy has 97 in total, like all of history, okay? Canada has 106, which I'm fucking surprised about. South Africa has 117. England has 166 in history. You ready for how much the States have? 3,204.
I mean, that's a lot of school shootings.
That's what I mean.
Oh
That's
my
serial
God.
killers. That's serial killers. That's not mass shootings, though. Okay? All right. So, anyways, we have a guest today.
I wonder who.
My boy.
Who's
Oh,
our
yeah.
guest? You gotta introduce yourself.
Evan.
This is my boy.
Yeah.
He's that awkward 13-year-old boy. So
Definitely not.
Yeah, well,
I would never.
you better speak up, though, boy.
yeah, you gotta talk and towards here. So,
Do I just like put my mouth on the mic? And start singing?
well, that would be interesting to see.
What the shit? Okay, Evan.
Well,
So
so,
you need a timeout.
yeah, I think go back to your room. Just go. You have to talk this way.
Oh, darn.
Okay, so what are we talking about today, guys?
Hold on, just for context here, people. It is New Year's Eve.
And we are drinking.
Ooh,
And I'm not because I'm a
You have
minor.
what? Juice?
I got
we have-
apple juice.
Sarah's drinking a big fucking glass of peanut butter whiskey. That is a big.
Peanut butter.
Jill's behind the camera too.
dying over there.
But cheers again.
Okay.
Happy
Cheers.
New Year's, Evan. Happy New Year's with your.
Chink.
Okay.
It's bad luck to cheers anything. Well, isn't it bad luck to cheers water?
That's not water.
This
That's
is-
juice.
It's like half
Right.
water.
That's God's juice.
This is wine. It's God's juice. Well, I don't
God's
believe in
water,
God.
man.
So,
Yeah,
anyways,
God peed in a cup.
next. All right. So, what are we talking about today?
It's your story, my dear.
We're talking about scary stories from Reddit today.
I've never been on Reddit.
You've never been on Reddit?
Stay off
It
Reddit.
is a cesspool of fucking weird shit.
Face.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I was-
there's some really fucked
I
up
was
shit on
thinking of
Reddit.
getting it because I heard all the stories on it, but no, I'm good.
There's some really good stories because that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
The stories,
Dear God.
right? Yeah. You gonna read some with me, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so how about we start? Are you ready? So do you want me to go and then you can read the next one? Okay, so this one is called The Scariest Thing I've Had Happen While Camping. So, I live in Eastern Oregon, and my mom lives in Western Oregon. I went to visit her for the summer, and she's very outdoorsy. So we decided to take the 1-hour drive from her city to the coast. We ended up at this free campsite at the top of this hill. Huge foothills of the coastal mountains. About 25-minute drive to the top where the campsite is to the bottom where the main road was. Okay. And we were the only campers there. This reminds me of Jill's camping story where she wanted to.
Go by herself and fly solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get haunted?
No, she slept with him. Large flashlight.
Were you afraid a bear's gonna like come out of nowhere and just
I
like
wasn't
gobble up your
concerned
tent?
about wildlife, dog.
Were you afraid like a skinwalker was gonna like?
Concerned.
Ben.
Were you scared there's gonna be like a homeless man?
Yes.
Just snuggled up next to you when you wake up? Like-
You just never know.
We relaxed for the rest of the day, made food, etc. A truck full of men drive up the hill and talk with me and my mom. I don't know what about, wasn't suspicious at the time, and then they leave us. Fast forward to the middle of the night. I wake up to my mom sitting straight up in the tent. I wake easily, so I heard her gasp, and it woke me. As soon as she saw I was awake, she put her hands up over my mouth because I was starting to ask what's wrong. It was dead silent. All of a sudden, you hear footsteps right beside the tent.
No!
The little flap that covers the zipper was then moving.
Oh,
Thankfully,
no.
my mom was quick wits and said very loudly, "Kenny, grab the gun." Kenny is my dad.
Grab the line!
Although it doesn't matter. Oh, Kenny is my dad. Although that doesn't matter, and mind you, he was not there. Just us girls. Like I previously said, they left. No harm was done. Thank the Lord for my mama. 2 girls at a campsite alone, people outside the tent, and in the middle of the night, and my mom pulled some badassery.
Are you listening
That
to
is.
this?
That's
is
what's up.
badassery.
You
Dude,
say,
that's
Kenny,
why-
get my gun!
Hold on! You gotta ask yourself.
Get my shotgun!
You gotta ask yourself. If they were to open, this is why you go to bed with like some type of aerosol can, bug
Or
spray,
mace.
bug spray, mace, whatever it is.
Bear mace.
No,
Bear
bear
mace.
mace. Hold on. And you can't have bear mace in Canada, but you can't have dog
I can buy
Yes,
it down the
I have
or
some.
something.
Yes,
But
you
hold
can.
on. You have to ask yourself. Is it like if they were to get in that tent, I don't mind burning a hole through the tent.
Hell yeah.
I'll
That's
burn a hole through the
Flamethrower.
tent. I'll use that fucking aerosol can and the lighter for. It's not fair. You can't call it mace. It's deterrent.
Yes,
That's
deterrent.
what it is.
A turret?
Deterrent.
You ever bring a turret on a camping trip?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Just get my. I'm just gonna get my 12 gauge. Fire a couple warning shots
It's
through
okay.
the tent to
Yeah,
them.
they'll be gone.
You
Yeah.
have a freaking, what is it called? A crossbow.
Oh yeah, just
Bring
fire a
that
couple. Fire a couple warning shots at their face. I
At their
think this
face
one?
holes.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
You're up,
Okay.
my boy.
So that's the title.
Ouija board talks back. Must be very angry. Wait, do I see it?
Depends on who you're talking to.
In high school, my friend and I were messing around with a Ouija board one night.
Fun.
We had done it before and nothing
Remarkable.
remarkable ever happened. Oh, great spelling. I mean, great grammar. Damn.
Continue, child.
We usually did it to try and scare each other or our girlfriends. We all thought it was a joke. That night was no one else night. That night, no one else was home except the 7 of us, and we were all together around the board. One of the girls there wanted to try it. She had never done it before.
Virgin. What?
We
never did.
This time was different. The board misspelled some of the words the same way every time. It gave us answers that seemed really historically accurate for our town. These things we never knew or cared about. Long story short, the spirit claimed it was a 10-year-old boy who had died in a property in the 1800s and was buried there to an unmarked grave. They must have really been standing there for a while waiting for Ouija boards to be invented.
I think it was invented in the 1800s.
Oh, never mind. I think
it was
they
a child's toy back in the day.
Yeah. Yes.
I wish I was in the 1800s. My friend's house was on a farm in the edge of town. We were all a little freaked out because the board had never been so detailed and considerate. Consistent. Oh god. However, we're still the spectacle and we are all assumed one of us were trying to scare the rest. Finally, my friend asked if the spirit could do something to prove there was with us, or if he was.
Prove he was with
He
us.
was with us, yeah. It went to yes and then spelt out knock. Then the planchette stopped moving. We all just stared at it slightly and then silently, and then there was a rap on
Knocking on the door.
the
I'd shit
window.
my pants.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
On the window next to us. The lights were on outside, and there was absolutely no one out there. We never touched that effing board again. I hate reading
I
on
wouldn't.
camera.
How do you?
I suck at reading when I'm not on
Why?
camera.
It's not that
Okay,
bad.
so I'm just gonna add my own little tidbit here. What do you think of, Melissa? What do you think of Ouija board?
I think of
Fun!
no. I think of at McBride
During a certain blackout.
during a certain 2003 blackout,
What?
Uh-huh.
and we had candles all on the front porch of our house,
Mm-hmm.
and we were asking the board questions, and we had a feeling that one of our friends were
Manipulating it.
not being very truthful about it moving on its own.
So we started asking questions.
So we
knew.
started asking questions that this certain person had no idea about, and she had the absolute balls to look up at us and said, "Well, I don't know where your grandmother's buried." So
What?
Fuck, bitch.
So we're like, "Okay, we need to put this away." We blew out the candles. We're like, "We're going
You guys
inside,"
use the Ouija board and you still don't allow me to use it?
and that's why that house was haunted as fuck. All right,
Wait, hold on. Can I just say one thing?
huh?
With the Ouija board, it would be Sarah that would be fucking with the lights of the control panel while everyone else uses it.
I would be.
It wasn't
She
me.
wouldn't go down to the basement on her own.
Are you sick?
Are you sick?
Are you sick?
But I sleep in the basement.
Ugh. Here? Yeah. In that house, the vibes.
Not that house.
Nope.
No fucking way.
Absolutely not.
I woke up
Our
one night.
basement's haunted.
One night, okay.
You just shut your mouth.
One night, I fell asleep on the couch in the living room of that house, okay? In the middle of the night, I opened my eyes, and it was complete black. I was not in the living room. And I put my hands up. I was underneath the futon in the basement.
Yeah, I remember
That's
that
a
happened.
lie.
I
So
swear.
they tried to kidnap you.
I swear.
Yeah.
Mom.
I swear
She
that
wasn't
happened.
joking. In the basement.
In the
Mother.
basement. I was underneath the futon in
What?
the
It
basement.
wasn't
It
me.
was you.
It was
Wait,
Helen.
where was
A
this?
long
This was
time
at
ago.
McBride.
Mississauga.
Yeah, that happened. I swear.
In
That
good
happened.
old Woodlands.
Yeah, in Woodlands, at our old house that we grew up in. That house was fucking haunted.
No.
He
Yeah.
did a shit.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, I woke
Yes.
up in weird fucking
You know what's really
places in
fucked
that
up
house.
too is that no matter how scared we were, I used to still go down to that basement because our computer was down there.
Yeah, I used to sit down there at 3 a.m.
And I would sit
By
down
myself.
there all night, and I swear, because it was in the corner of the far wall when you walk down,
facing the walls.
facing the wall. So, bro, like, I would
You
constantly
did
feel like something was behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
I used to run up those stairs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a joke. Like, I was terrified
Yeah.
of that basement.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Continuing.
Third one is called Forgotten Memory. Growing up, my bedroom was the only one that faced the front of the house street. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I woke up to my dad calmly but firmly telling me to get up and go to the bathroom and shut the door. I was annoyed because I was half asleep, but I listened. Apparently, I was more tired than I realized because I fell asleep on the bathroom floor. The next morning, I asked my mom what happened. She seemed oblivious and confused. I looked at my dad like she was crazy, and I asked him why he had woken me up. He denied doing it, and I was becoming frustrated to the point of tears, but I ultimately just let it go. Fast forward to college. I was home one break, and I decided to ask again. I had thought of that night off and on for years, and it still bothered me. This time, my dad goes, "Ha! I was wondering if you were even going to remember that." Turns out a lot of houses on our block were being vandalized and robbed all those years ago. Someone had broken into the garage and was inside my house. The room was partially over the garage. My dad heard it happen and quietly got me out safely.
Wow.
Yeah, police were called. The guy ran. He was never caught, however. And my parents didn't want a terrified kids on their hands. So for years, they pretended like nothing ever happened. It wasn't supernatural, but it was very unsettling for sure. Could you imagine?
That's why I keep weapons in my room.
12 gauge.
That's why
12
I keep
gauge.
weapons.
There's weapons for any motherfucker that wants to come into my room in the middle of the night.
Me
I
too,
have a-
bro.
I have a
Surprise.
sword.
Yeah.
I have like 3 swords in my room, even
Me-
though only one of them is real.
Well, that's unsettling.
You have a baseball bat in your room too.
Yeah, I do.
I have a pair of
Sign.
really sharp scissors right beside me. Like if I open up the drawer right beside me, there's very sharp scissors
Hey, random
there.
person.
Yeah, man.
Skis.
I get
Surprise
fucking-
birthday! Oh no.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go to the next one then. You want to read this one, Evan?
No, I'm right. I read the
One's
last one
enough.
terribly.
That's okay. All right. So this one's called a Clockwork Orange style break-in. Not to me, but to my sister. Her husband and her had just got their first child just had their first child a few months prior.
He just got it.
My brother-in-law was working the graveyard shift at his job as my sister stayed home taking care of my nephew. Oh, that's you.
Wait, what? Bro. Oh no. It's gonna happen tonight.
Yeah, well,
The story's gonna happen tonight.
don't say that.
What the shit? Lock your fucking window tonight. How was that?
My window's still open from yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, tell the whole world that. All right, so around 2 a.m., she heard loud knocking on her back door. I would shit bricks and fucking barricade somewhere.
Yeah.
She went to go check it out, and she saw a lady banging on the door asking for my sister to let her in.
Nope.
The lady told my sister that her husband had just beat her down the street and was looking for her. My sister was hesitant to let her in since she had a newborn in the house and didn't want to interfere.
Hesitant?
What?
Hesitant?
What did I say?
She was hesitant to let her in?
Is that what I said?
Bro!
My sister was hesitant to let her in since she had a newborn in
Yeah.
the house.
I wouldn't be letting a bitch like that in my house.
Bro,
12
are
gauge.
you kidding?
There
I
would be
would
no
never.
hesitation. I'd be like, fuck right off.
Yeah. Are you kidding? I'd be like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I could call 911 for you, but I cannot let you in my house.
Absolutely not.
So my sister didn't want to interfere. So she told the lady that the best she could do was call the police. Yep. That's what I would do. The lady told my sister not to call the police, but just to let her in. No.
Absolutely not.
No.
This is where my sister got suspicious. Yeah. She went to get her phone and called 911. When she went back to the door, the lady was gone. The police arrived a few minutes later and told my sister that the same situation happened a few streets down. Apparently, the couple would do this act to get into people's houses. I'm sure this is very common, but having it almost happen to my sister and my nephew just creeps me out. Some Clockwork Orange shit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, kind of smart.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. In the town that I live,
Whack ass shit.
I'm not going to say the town that I live, but the town that I live in, that was happening. There was a Filipino lady going
Yeah.
around, and people got her on Nest camera. And she was knocking on people's doors, and I think she was asking them for help for something. And when people would open the door, a bunch of men would run out and fucking burst in the house. That was happening in my town.
Yeah, no.
People got them
Get
on
the
ring
Uzis.
cameras.
With the attachments.
Like,
That's fucked up.
ugh,
Kaboom.
ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we got next?
Dun, 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 dun. Where do we all go down to here? She heard it through the wall. That's the name of the story.
Bang on.
Bro.
Okay. 4 years ago, I lived. Did you guys hear something over there?
I swear to God.
No! No!
Right.
No!
I swear to God. No, I swear to God.
Yeah, I did too. It could have been a dog, though.
It was
Ruby's right there. Where's Cena?
Ghosty was laying on the couch.
Oh. 12 gauge. Where is it?
Oh my
Where?
God.
Stop, guys.
I legit
Go
did
sit back
hear
down over
something.
there, Jill, and have your back towards the kitchen.
Yeah, have fun not looking at the kitchen. If we see anything, we'll make sure not to alert you and just run out the door behind us.
Why
Is
are
that
all the
what-
lights off over there? It's a very scary house.
It is what you can see. It's like my Halloween decoration with the candles.
I know. Oh,
If I look back over there and it's out, I'm leaving. What?
you live here. I don't. I can just go home.
Yeah, but I can also, just stay at a friend's house. Like,
Sure.
run away.
Good luck with that.
Jill switched sides on the couch.
You guys suck.
Okay, this story is called She Heard It Through the Wall. 4 years ago, I lived in a very large farmhouse that was converted into 2 apartments. The house was known as the Old Boys' Home. Oh my God. It was
fantastic.
It was used to house boys with behavioral issues, but was closed due to allegations of molestation.
That's usually how it goes.
Well, damn.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad. It's kind of fucked up.
Anyway, I was living with my boyfriend and 3-year-old daughter at the time.
Hold on, bro. Are you ripping ass over there?
No, I'm moving my foot on the
Oh.
thing.
Okay.
Oh, good.
My bedroom had a large fireplace that had been boarded up and painted over. I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, I'm good.
I decided to push my bed up against it one day while I was rearranging things. So her headboard was up against this old fireplace. It was like a headboard. That night around 1 a.m., I had heard a small voice saying, "Mom,
Absolutely not.
Mom, Mommy."
See ya.
Imagine you open the fireplace boards and you just see like
A body.
a body in there, like a little girl's body in there. That would be so screwed up, but that'd also be like imagine the smell of that.
Well, if it's just bones, there's no
Yeah,
smell.
if it's just bones, but if it's still decaying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
if
you
it's-
smell it.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
I sat straight up in bed but didn't see anything. So I reached over my boyfriend trying to grab down to grab my daughter and put her in bed. I guess she thought that her daughter was beside the bed.
Yeah.
Because this little fucking creeper used to do that shit too.
Yeah.
Whenever I'd watch you, you'd stand beside the bed and just stand there. And then I'd open my eyes and be like, holy fuck!
Yeah.
You used to do that too.
Aria does that
Oh
now.
my god.
Oh, it does that. Wait, what?
She did that last night.
That's
She did- wait, what?
horrendous.
She did that last night.
She did that last night?
Yeah, she came into our room and I had just woken up. It's like 2:30 in the morning. And all I hear is, because I had my back to Walter, and all I hear is, Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me. And she's standing right beside him. She didn't say a fucking word. And I was like, why do children do this?
Why? All kids do that. Aiden used to do that shit all the time.
Ugh.
And I would feel Mikey in the bed be like, oh my god. And Aiden would just be standing there. And I'm like, that's it. You are not allowed past the threshold. Listen to this.
Yeah.
This was the best part. I said, you are not allowed past the threshold of our door no more.
Yeah.
So you know what this motherfucker used
Right
to
on.
do?
Stand at the door.
Yeah, but he would drag his mattress from his bed and sleep right outside our door. Yeah, so when I would open the door to go out to go for a fucking piss,
Clunk,
I'm
clunk,
like,
clunk, clunk.
"Ooh, I don't want to step on this kid's head."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's kind of cute, though.
It was really cute, bro.
Oh.
Terrifying.
It was
What?
so cute.
That
Because he
is
used to
cute.
drag his mattress, okay, because he used to come and stand right there to wake us up because he
Yeah.
couldn't sleep. And I said, you can't do that no more. So he would start dragging his mattress. That was so cute.
That is cute.
You just like pull a fire apart.
Oh my god. Fuck that shit. Okay, I kept feeling around and I was still hearing the voice but couldn't feel her. My boyfriend woke up and turned the bedside lamp on, asked me, "What the hell are you doing?" I explained that Amelia was trying to get in our bed and I was reaching for her. There was nobody there. My daughter was sound asleep in her room.
Fantastic.
And the next night came around 1 a.m. My dog had started to whimper at our door. No.
That ain't your dog no more.
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
White people. These people are definitely white.
My God.
White people don't move, man. Black, brown people, they're like, too bad we can't stay. Goodbye.
See y'all.
Oh my God.
We should go investigate, guys.
Yeah, white people, we're like, hey there.
Well,
I come in for some tea?
Okay, so the dog started to whimper at the door, so my boyfriend got up to let him outside. You know that feeling in bed when somebody lies down next to you? When the bed pushes in and there's warmth on your back?
Oh, yeah.
I felt that.
Oh.
So I assumed my boyfriend had come back to bed. I rolled over. My boyfriend was not in bed. And I felt the fucking bed release pressure.
Just scared me.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
Snuggle up with the ghost.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's lonely.
But I said it was warm, so
Yeah.
Whatever was lying next to me had gotten up in that second. I moved my bed the next day to the other side of the room, and I never had another incident in the 2 years I remained in that house.
The ghost just wants to have a snuggle with you.
Okay,
The ghost is lonely.
so you ready to talk about 1401 Queen Street?
I already know what that is.
It's my grandfather's house.
Oh.
The house that my mom was raised in, and my mom pretty much practically died in.
Yeah.
Okay? Which we found out that she was not born in that house.
No.
Okay.
In the hospital.
My mom died in the hospital, yeah.
Oh, no, I meant like she was born.
Yeah, but
In the
then
hospital.
they go home. When they
Oh,
bring the baby
oh,
home, they
yeah.
bring it to a house, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that house. So anyways, that house, there's a fucking story of little girls haunting that house.
Yeah.
I remember you guys
There's
telling me
some
about
shit.
this. You guys told me about
We
that.
have numerous people that have either heard things.
And it's a
See
mommy
things.
thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the twins. The twins in that
Well,
one movie.
I don't know if they were twins.
Yeah, don't know. We went to the historical society to see if we could find out information
Yeah.
about my grandfather's house, and we couldn't find anything.
No.
Wait, what's that movie with like the girls that go down the hotel?
The Shining.
The Shining, yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Uh-huh.
Imagine you guys went outside your room, you just saw that.
Well,
Well,
we heard them.
we did.
Oh no.
So one night,
I'm making a new movie about it.
your
We
mom
can
and
still
I.
go there.
Yeah, we could. The guy that owns it, he'll let us in.
I wanna go see that place.
Yeah, it's horrifying. One night, your mom and I were staying over.
No.
She was sleeping on the left side of me. I was on the right side, closest to the door, because this chicken shit bitch wouldn't sit closest to the door.
You better watch it.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me
Tell
I'm lying. She would sacrifice my ass to the demon.
You would
The
be
entire time we were on Halloween hunt, I had to go first.
Yeah, that just shows you her character.
Halloween
She
hunt
And I
isn't scary.
sacrificed Walter too in the
You
haunted
did.
house.
Did you throw him down a piece of stairs?
Yo, it's
Yeah.
survival instincts, bro.
Yeah.
Survival.
Ah, win!
It's survival.
So Shaggy was on the floor right next to the bedroom door.
Yeah.
And I am not fucking sleeping in that house because I know the stories of that house. So I am wide awake in this house.
Yeah.
I'm watching TV. Sarah's snoring beside me. Shaggy's on the floor.
Oh.
All of a sudden,
My dog.
Shaggy lifts his head up, looking at the door, and starts to turn his head like he hears something. And I went, oh shit, because I'm looking at him, but I'm trying to have the TV loud enough so I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I hear, ha, 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 like laughing, like little girls. So
This one.
I went, oh, and I slapped your mom in the fucking chest.
She did.
I slapped her. Sarah goes, what the fuck? And I went, shh, listen. Right?
Yeah.
And you went, what? And I went, be quiet, listen. And Shaggy's still at the door, like this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Sarah hears, ah, like little girls outside the door. And I went,
There's no
oh
shit.
my God.
You can hear the floor creaking.
Yeah, you can hear movement outside the door.
Outside the door.
Wanna come play?
I would shit a whole fucking brick.
Dude, that
Wanna
was
play
my
hide and
joke.
clap? Just like in the Conjuring.
Oh,
Yeah. Just hear it from behind you. Wanna play hide and clap?
No,
Yeah.
that was after that when Mom had her chemotherapy. I swore on my whole being that I would never sleep in that house again. I said,
Yeah.
I am sorry. I will never sleep in that house ever again.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was right after Mom died, I went over there.
No.
And
Not
they had
happening.
nowhere for me to sleep because they renovated the house again.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no spare bedroom. And they're like, well, we got a cot. We could put it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruby.
Oh, and you were right beside the basement door. The stairs.
I hated life.
So
I was miserable in the morning.
Didn't Ruby turn her head once? Like, at night?
I have a video of her looking outside of my door, looking around as if she sees something. And she
Yeah.
wasn't fucking moving.
Yeah, she put her head like. Oh.
Yeah, Walter was just like, what the shit? So I started filming her. Freaky.
Yeah.
Ruby, what you want?
Well,
She's a little glutton.
Oh, she's hungry.
she ate 2 things of Xena's food.
She's a glutton.
Go give her some water. So anyways,
I'm turning on the light.
when mom was sick, mom was in the back bedroom.
Yeah.
And mom called me the night before and said, "Hey Mel, can you come and spend the night with me because I have chemotherapy tomorrow?" And I went,
God damn it.
"Mom, you know that I cannot sleep in that house." She goes, "Please?" And I went, "Fuck."
How you gonna say no to your sick mother?
I know, mom's getting chemotherapy and she wanted me to go with her the next day. And so I went, okay. So I went, jumped on the subway, went downtown. I'm standing there and I'm going, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, Mom, we were actually laid in the same bed. It was a single bed.
Yeah.
And we were, I don't know, maybe it had to be a holiday. Like maybe Canada Day or something. Because we were sitting in the bed watching the fireworks because we were that close to Ashbridges Bay.
Yeah.
Right? So we were watching the fireworks, and then Mom started to fall asleep, and I'm like, I'm fucked. I can't sleep.
No.
So I'm sitting there. Do you remember how it went? How there was like a wall? So and then all the fucking kitchen and everything was there.
Yeah.
I sat on the other side of that wall, okay? And I was watching Shark Week.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember
And
you telling me
all
about
of a
that,
sudden, I start hearing fucking noises at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing noises in the kitchen. And I'm like praying to all that's mysterious. I'm like, oh no!
Don't do this to me.
I'm like, no!
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, Mom! Mom's not waking up. And I'm like, Shark Week. And then I'm still hearing noises. So, you know when you get that nervous thing where you're going to look really fast? And so I did that. My heart is pounding in my fucking, in my throat. And I look really fast, and it's my grandfather's wife.
Oh yeah.
Making him like tea or something or coffee or whatever the fuck he was having at 4 a.m.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, I'm never sleeping in this fucking house again.
I know. Well,
Never.
that's what Grandpa did to me a couple of times when I was sleeping there. He came out, and you know how he has that little wrap?
Yeah.
He had that little wrap, and he was butt-ass naked again.
Oh my. Booty bare bum ass naked.
That's exactly it. So he came out, and all I could see is there's a little slit on his side. And I'm like, no, God, no. No.
I'd rather take the haunting.
No.
Christ.
I'd rather see the ghost naked than that.
The trauma.
Okay. Back to our story.
I got a little sidetracked
That was a
there.
good little tangent. Alright, this one's called You're Lucky I'm Scared Too.
Cool. You want to take a cheers?
Cheers. Happy New Year. Alright. You're lucky I'm scared too. Some random thief was... Oh, I gotta stop drinking wine. Some random thief was in my house who I spoke to, who left me a weird message. I was sitting in my room at like 11:30 p.m. Heard lots of shit downstairs, assuming it was my mom. Heard her walk up the stairs to my room. Stop. Stop, I called out to her. She didn't say anything and walked downstairs. I went down about a half an hour later to find a piece of paper with the words, "You're lucky I'm scared too," on it. And a whole bunch of shit was missing. Called Mom. She still hadn't arrived home from dinner. She was out with her friends.
Oh.
I called the cops and locked myself in the bathroom.
Yep.
But I think they left when they realized I was still home. Probably the most scared I've ever been when I was hiding in my bathroom.
Yeah, that would be kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I poo my pants.
Yeah.
See everything? That's a weird one.
Alright, this one's really fucking creepy. I told Dad this one.
Who's in my bed? That sounds
It's
like
called-
if a high school had a really big body count.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, what about body count?
Pardon me.
It sounds like a high schooler or like, I don't know, like a college student. I don't know.
With
a
a
big
high body
body
count.
count? What is a body count?
What's your body count, buddy?
What?
Is?
What is it? No, what's a body count?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
know she said I'm so
Yeah.
What's a body count, Evan?
Yeah, Evan.
The amount of people that,
have touched the dinglings?
Yeah.
No, don't finish it for him.
Yeah, that's touch the.
The pee-pee.
Penis!
She touched my pee-pee, Steve.
We were just talking about that the other day.
Multiplicity.
Yeah, I love that
This
movie.
is so good.
Okay, this one's called Who's in My Bed?
Damn.
This one's trippy.
What?
It's called Who's in My Bed?
Where's Waldo?
No.
A father went to say goodnight to his 7-year-old son,
No!
very well knowing that if he didn't, his son would have trouble sleeping. It was a nightly routine between the two of them. He entered the dimly lit room where his son waited under his blanket. With the first glance, his father could tell there was something unusual about his son tonight, but he couldn't put his finger on it. He looked the same, but had a grin that drew from ear to ear. "You okay, buddy?" the father asked. His son nodded, still with a grin, before saying, "Daddy, check under the bed for monsters." The father chuckled a bit before getting on his knees to check, only to satisfy his son. There, under the bed, pale and afraid, was his son. His real son. He whispered, "Daddy, there's somebody in my bed." Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
you
that.
got goosebumps.
Look at that bitch.
Oh my god, you have goosebumps.
Look at
Oh, could you imagine? What would you do?
I would burn the house down.
Could
Take
you
my
imagine?
kid and burn it down.
Can you imagine getting up and looking in the bed then after that?
No.
Like, what do you do?
I'd crawl under there with them.
In response, if there's a blanket underneath them, while coming up, I grab the blanket by the end, wrap it up over their head,
My God!
grabbing my child under the bed at the same time, and bolting.
You're
Yeah.
fucking right. Depending on the bed, you just flip that bed.
Just get my.
Yeah.
Just
Jesus.
get
Flip
my
that bed
axe
and
put it on
run.
my child's bed.
Light a match on your way out.
Yeah.
My God.
Yep, that's it.
I'm not joking. I
Get
would
my
burn a fucking house
Pocket
down.
gasoline. Pocket gasoline.
I could not.
Perfect.
That's because they say that demons pose as children too.
Yeah, that's
What?
what they pose
Yeah.
as, because children are comforting, right?
Not always.
They,
Yeah.
they say innocence.
Yeah, there's innocence to a child.
Half of them are like Satan, including me.
Including
You
me.
were a good kid.
Sure
you
I
still
was.
are.
I almost burned down the house.
Yeah, he does some creepy shit.
You remember that?
Yeah, that almost happened. But
Yeah.
shit happens.
Even though I used toilet paper as well with the matches.
Yeah, that happened.
You know Grandpa's gonna listen to this, right?
I was lying.
Oh,
I was
he's
joking.
gonna see-
I
he's
was
gonna see
joking.
you swear.
I was.
Oh, he's gonna see you cuss!
I didn't
Oh,
swear.
shit!
I never
You
swore.
said ass.
Okay,
Alright.
Okay, I don't care about that.
So this one's called the Red Wristband.
Oh.
I told Dad this one too. It's fucking creepy. I think I told Jill this one just now too.
Yeah.
This one's creepy. You ready for it?
Let's give her a go.
Oh,
A
yeah.
doctor was working at a hospital. A hospital where the patients were tagged with colored bands. Green means alive. Red means deceased.
What?
One night, the doctor was instructed to get a few supplies from the basement of the hospital, and so he headed for the lift. The lift doors opened, and there was a patient inside, minding her own business. Patients were allowed to roam around the hospital to stretch, especially those who stayed long. The rule was to be back in their rooms before 10. The doctor smiled as the patient The doctor smiled at the patient before pressing the number for the basement. He found it unusual that the woman didn't have a button already pressed. He wondered if she was heading to the basement too. The lift finally reached the floor and the doors opened. In the distance, a man was limping towards the elevator. And in a panic, the doctor slammed the elevator button to close.
Good.
It finally did, and the lift began to ascend back up. The doctor's heart was pounding. "Why did you do that? He was trying to use the lift," the woman said, annoyed. "Did you see his wrist? The doctor said. "It was red. He died last night. I would know that because I did his surgery."
There it is.
The woman lifted her wrist. He saw red. She smiled. "Like this one? I would
My own
die."
neck. Feel goosebumps.
Yeah, that
You
one.
have a red one too? Take back to the
I
dead!
love when you wouldn't be afraid to hit a bitch.
As a resource to violence.
Yeah.
Right away. Right away. Violence.
Like, Say hi to Satan for You
Yeah,
know?
no.
Could you imagine? Like,
Snap
no.
my neck, I'd be gone. Good night.
No.
Oh, just kill me already.
Good night.
Ugh.
I'm done.
Say less.
I give up.
Okay, this one's really fucking creepy too.
Mm-hmm.
This one's called Old Wallpaper.
Like a dead person.
We got lots of old wallpaper here.
We bought this
God.
rundown house, my boyfriend and I. While he started working on converting the kitchen into the main bedroom, I insisted on removing the old wallpaper.
Mhm.
The previous owner had papered every wall and the ceiling in the house. That's a lot of work to remove,
It is.
but it feels so good to get rid of it. The best feeling is getting a long peel,
It's very
Like-
satisfying.
like when your skin is peeling after a bad sunburn. It
Yep.
turned into a game. On the hunt to rip the longest piece possible, I noticed that there was a person's name and date under a corner section of the paper in every room.
I think I know the story.
I couldn't help but investigate and Googled these names.
I know the
What
story.
I discovered left me speechless. The names all belong to missing people,
Yeah.
and the dates match the date of their disappearance.
Yeah.
We notified the police, who sent a crime scene team. I overheard one of them saying, "Yep, it's human." Wait, what's human? Ma'am, where is all the material you removed? This isn't wallpaper.
It's skin.
It's skin!
Oh.
Oh my god! When I first read that, I was like, no.
I've heard this story.
No.
I guess they really love the human skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some.
My
shit.
lovely wall. I love my wallpaper. So
it's human
squishy and
skin.
dead.
Look at you.
You get to sleep here tonight, bitch.
Motherfucker.
Have fun with all the steps. You're gonna like.
Yeah, I've
You're a
heard
bunch
that
of-
one before. That one's
Oh.
creepy as shit.
All right. This one's another really creepy one.
How many more do we have to go?
A couple.
Oh, row.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, this one's called Unhappily Ever After. I stood there watching as my future father-in-law held his precious daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle, tears in his eyes as the wedding march played in the background, reminding him that in a matter of minutes he would be witnessing me holding his daughter's hand and slip a ring on her finger. He reached the altar and I finally held her hand, grinning from ear to ear. I had never been this happy before. My bride's father then got down on his knees and started to beg. I did what you asked. Please, please give me my daughter back to me. I glared at him as he was ruining this beautiful moment. Shut up and sit down. If you sit down and enjoy the wedding, maybe I'll let you know where I've hidden the rest of her body.
What? What? Huh?
I mean, that escalated
That
quickly.
really? What the hell?
Yeah, that went dark real quick. And I was like, I had to read that a couple times when I first read it.
A wedding?
So he was holding his daughter's hand,
Yeah.
not attached to a body.
Yeah.
That's wow. And no one said
That's
anything about it.
Jill, you just blinked one eye at a time.
Yeah. I'm a lizard.
Oh my god.
Lizard
Oh,
blinking.
don't be a vagina. You're real flappy vagina.
All right.
We say vagina.
Or vagina, you know, whatever.
That's what I used to call it, was a vagina.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to call it tooties.
We used to call them tooties. My mom did, and then
Vagina.
cooties.
Tooties.
Not cooties. Tooties.
We used to call you Peckerhead. I'm just kidding. The look on your face. All right. This one's called I See Everything. I was with my little brother home alone when we suddenly heard a creepy voice from the other room saying, "Panda, Panda, come here."
Oh.
That's her name. She's the Reddit user's name is Panda.
Oh.
Panda, Panda, come here. I want to talk to you. We didn't know who or what it was and immediately ran upstairs.
Child predator.
While we were running to our room, we heard somebody nearby saying, do you boys think you can run from me? I see everything." At this point, we were terrified, locking the door to our room, grabbing our mini baseball bats and crying. Yep, it sounds about right.
That's what I would do.
We were certain we were going to be killed or eaten by some monsters. Then it happened. A loud bang came from the closet, and the monsters sprang out.
Bro.
We both screamed, and my brother fell and threw the bat at my dad, wearing an It Clown mask and laughing hysterically. Turns out he was behind the whole thing. First he would put all the cordless phones in the house on speaker and said he was leaving to run some errands, and then proceeded to sneak back into the house, hide in our closet, and scare us. Bastard.
Wow.
It, eh? Absolutely not.
You think you can hide from me? Yes. I see everything.
You catch a
No.
beating.
Oh, yeah, you'd be a dead kid. And you know
Ow.
what? Well, because if you did shit like that,
If you
Can you
came into
imagine?
my room and came out of my closet in a fucking It mask, bro, you would be hurting. the next day.
Oh.
So, you know what I
New break
planned?
idea.
You know what I planned for your mom one day?
Oh, no.
Because you know she lives in the basement?
Yeah.
I was gonna dress up in full clown garb, come out without telling her, and just on her window, okay? And then just fucking, when she comes to the window, I'm just gonna scare the shit out of her. Because she would just faint, and then I'd have to go and wake her up.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you ever did that shit to me, it would be a fucking war.
Mom, one day on the
What
weekend,
are
I'm
you
going.
gonna do?
Trust me.
We're gonna grab like.
I heard that again.
Oh my god,
Where's the dog?
that scared the crap out of me.
Where is she?
Oh my, do you not see the person in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh my-
No, I
Who is that?
I think it's Aiden.
didn't. Trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh my
Freaking out here,
god.
buddy.
Aiden, did you come up earlier? Okay.
Oh, that's great to hear. I saw him and I just crapped
Yo,
my
I
pants.
know I saw movement too. I was like,
Wait a minute.
oh my
Okay,
god.
so can we talk about why we're freaking out a little bit here?
The house
So
front?
let me talk about maybe a couple weeks ago, almost a month now, I guess, eh? Evan was freaking out. He went to go downstairs and get something from the fridge, like a drink or something. He goes flying back upstairs and he was like, "Mom, there's a woman down there." And I was like, "Okay, Evan, like, shut up, like, whatever."
Yo.
Well, because I didn't believe you at first. I was like, whatever, like, you're just imagining shit. So I'm like, okay, fine. So then this kid, smart, very smart, got a sleeping app on his phone. Are you looking for the recording?
Yeah.
Okay. He got a sleeping app on his phone, and one morning, well, it wasn't too long after that, right?
No, it was like a day after.
Yeah, like a day or two.
It was like a
He
day
comes
after.
flying downstairs in the morning and he goes, "Mom, listen to what I caught on my sleeping app." And you could hear Evan wrestling around a bit, like in his sleep. And he's like tossing, turning, whatever. And then you could hear a fucking woman whispering.
Yeah. Then yesterday I had
And
something
I-
happen too.
Almost shit a brick.
Yesterday something happened too.
There's other recordings that he has where you can hear he's clearly flicking the lights.
Yeah, I was
on and
gonna, like-
off. You can hear him moving
Yeah.
around, and yes,
I've been right out of my room.
yeah, he's my fucking kid for sure, because I do the same shit. But it sounded like he was flicking the lights or turning on the light with his the string.
No, it was my thing because I was like smacking it.
You were doing it or somebody was doing
I
it?
was, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he thinks
god.
it was him, but he's like, listen to this shit.
Then I heard
Okay.
something.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear the recording.
Because let's see if the microphone will pick it up. Everybody be very quiet for a second. I don't
There it
like
is.
it. I don't
So
like it.
at first I was like,
I hope that
"Is that
picked
your
up.
TV?" And he
No,
was
it
like,
was
"Mom,
on.
it was like 2:30 in the morning.
That
My
was a
TV
woman.
was off."
2:43.
Let's listen to it again. Hopefully it'll pick it up.
It did.
Hold on. I just want to hear it one more time. Thank you. Oh
Right
my
there.
god, that was it.
So his TV was off.
Oh
it was
my
like 2:43 in the morning, and Jen and Dad and Jen had a good point because they were like, "Well, what if it was Alexa?" Well, his phone was right next to Alexa.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been.
No.
She can't turn on by herself.
No. Well, and
Well,
not
if it
only
was
that,
on.
but if she did, like, what the fuck was she saying? We couldn't figure out what she was
I don't
saying.
know.
That's so scary. If anybody can take that and enhance it
Yeah.
and let us know what she's saying, Because that's fuck. When you sent it to me, I was like, oh
Yeah.
my
You
god.
FaceTime me immediately. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell was
I
that?
was like, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't sound like that.
I know.
Yeah, no, it was
Last
pretty
night also
freaky.
something happened. I was up at like 2 and something happened.
Do you still have your app on your phone?
No, I wasn't on the app.
Oh.
No, I was at like 2 o'clock. I was looking at my door. I was looking at the bottom. All of a sudden, I just see like you know how like at the bottom of your like up.
You can see footsteps.
Yeah, you see footsteps. I saw a bunch of those.
Could have
It's
been
like,
Ruby.
Your
Could
dog.
have been.
I didn't
She
hear.
roams this house.
Yeah,
in the
Yeah,
day.
but I hear her. I didn't hear her. I just.
Yeah. You never know though.
I don't
That
know.
could be.
You
debunked
were
a little
probably
bit.
also half asleep.
I was watching YouTube and I had my energy drink.
Do you want to hear about my fucking story that happened about a month ago?
Oh yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Holy shit, I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it was a dream or if it actually happened, but I told you right when it fucking happened.
Yeah.
And if my camera in my room recorded, I would be able to at least hear Michael. So I'm sleeping. You know how my bedroom is, right, Jill? You've seen my bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping there, and I always wake up in the middle of the night to pee because I drink a lot of water before bed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nightly. I wake up every night. So anyways, I wake up and I sat up and I saw the outline of my mom in my room. I saw her blonde hair. I saw like the figure of her body. I didn't see her face, but you can see that the light was kind of just touching the end of her nose, right? I could see, but I knew it was her because I could see her blonde hair. And I'm sitting there looking and I could hear, and all of a sudden Mikey goes, Mel, just go back to sleep. So I went, okay, and I laid back down and went back to sleep. But I don't know. When I woke up in the morning, I was like, did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Did that happen or was I dreaming? So I was like, what if that did happen? And I fucking saw my mom's ghost in my room.
Yeah. Mind you,
Because-
she's been gone for 15
15 years. But this the thing is, mom's ashes are in my house.
Yeah.
So,
Well, half of them.
no,
No,
all
right?
of them.
All
Oh,
of
I
them.
thought you had some.
I have a tiny
She
bit.
has a little bit in a
Oh.
container.
Yeah.
But
You have like a pinky. You have
Yeah,
like a pinky.
yeah,
Just a sniffle.
that shit scared the hell out of me. All right, you want to hear another story?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this
Oh,
one's
yeah.
called A Warning. I saw a dead soldier's ghost in my barracks room before I deployed. It was the guy's room who died on my company's last deployment, and I was the first to be issued it. He told me to be safe. He had half a head. And I'm agnostic, but that makes me question it. I've had 2 other experiences, and I'm not quite convinced about. But my great-grandma used to visit me in my dreams after she died for like 15 years. 15 years!
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen our grandmother.
Yeah, you did at Mom's old house. Yeah.
After she died.
Yeah. Poor Kale. Poor Kale.
Sorry.
Yeah. Because I actually remember the day that happened too.
Yeah, and that was something else.
Wasn't she standing in the door?
Yeah, she's freaky as shit. No, she was in that basement apartment. She walked like, you know. Do you remember when you walked into that basement apartment? There was a kitchenette
Mhm.
off to the left, and then
Very
going forward,
unusable.
it was the rest of the apartment. So I was walking, or I can't remember. I was sitting there somewhere or something. And all I remember is seeing her walk by in the kitchenette, and she's staring at me. But her eyes were like sunken in.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, absolutely not. I fucking went and hid in the bathroom. And I was terrified. And when I opened the door, she was standing there. I was like, yep, nope, kill me now. There was no escape down there, too.
And
That
Kale was
fucking-
there?
I think Kale was upstairs, or Kale
What
was
happened
there
after?
somewhere.
What happened after you opened the bathroom? Or I left the bathroom?
I stayed in there for quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was there for a little while. I was crying. I was freaking.
Now, let's just talk about the time frame this was. We were teenagers.
I must have been about 16.
Now, were we doing any earmuffs? Mushrooms?
Jesus, I still heard that. There's a fire going outside.
Oh,
Oh, the guy
That
started
scared me. I
fire.
thought it was like
You're
I thought
back.
someone was committing arson outside for a second.
Alright, so, want to do maybe one more?
yeah.
Okay.
Almost
Let's
an
do-
hour.
let's
Wow,
do one
that's I've been sitting here for an hour. My buttocks are sore.
I feel like I've been so fidgety
I
throughout
can't
this
feel
whole
my ass.
episode because
I know it's interesting being in the same room as you guys too, because
Well,
we're in the
What?
same room. Right? Well, no, because I'm usually recording from
Right.
home, right?
but my legs are really sore today and I can't stop moving them just because I'm trying to like
Stand up.
self-comfort myself
Yeah.
with movement. I don't know.
When you go over this footage, you're gonna see me look around here a lot. I've been looking around
I
here
know
a
'cause it's
lot.
all dark back
It's
there.
all dark. I swear to God,
Yeah.
I've been hearing footsteps over there.
Okay, so this one's called A Ghost Testing the Waters. I currently live in a haunted house. I've heard noises, footsteps, lights have been turned on and off. One of the ghosts has a thing for silverware. I hear it clattering in the drawer all the time, and sometimes a knife or two will end up in the wrong slot in the drawer. That happens all the time at my house too. How weird. Like they're switched around, but I think it's just my guys.
They don't give a shit.
No, they don't fucking care. But the strangest, scariest experience that I had was the first night I spent in the house. I wasn't finished moving in and there was boxes everywhere. I didn't even have mattresses up there yet. I was bedding on an old futon mattress watching videos on my phone when I get the pins and needles feeling all over my feet, falling asleep. Except it wasn't on my feet. It was on the top of my head in the shape of a hand. I said, "Good night," turned off my light and tried to sleep.
How are you gonna sleep out there?
Never.
Anyway, okay.
When I woke up, my closet door was ajar. And other than that, everything was otherwise untouched. I guess whoever my unseen roommate is just wanted to check it out and who I was on my first night.
Yep, just investigating.
Yeah. Hi there.
Now here's the thing, because I always thought to myself, if I see a ghost in the middle of the night, there is no fucking sleeping
Partying.
happening.
I'm
No.
partying with them.
But a month ago, I am sure I saw a ghost of my mom and went back to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like half asleep.
I
But
don't
that's
know.
I'm too tired for
It's
this.
different.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
my mom.
comfort
I
with your
know
mom.
I know who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I
Just
mean?
like if I were to see her, I would feel a bit more comfort, right?
But like, aren't like half the ghosts like half the ghosts in like the ghost shows like BuzzFeed Unsolved and like Sam and Kobe?
Yeah.
They're like they're all like mostly like evil or like weird or like mean and like half their stuff.
I don't know. Well, you never know. Some of them are nice, some of them are a little malevolent, but
Yeah.
who
yeah,
knows,
but usually
right?
they like throw around stuff like get out.
Yeah, but that's poltergeist shit,
Yeah, that's different.
right?
Like wait, are poltergeists like people who died or is that like just like how does that work?
Yeah, they say that they're spirits that can move stuff.
Yeah,
or
they have like a
demons.
higher energy.
Violent.
Yeah, because they had probably a violent life.
Wait, so if they can like move around stuff, is like normal ghosts and then poltergeists, do they just like level up like video games?
I guess so. Maybe. Maybe it's
enough
just
energy, power up.
that's it. Maybe they just build up enough energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Damn! I saw that.
Oh, that's a big fire.
That
Okay.
was
This
so
is what
big for a
happens
second.
when you leave our husbands alone.
Oh,
They
I'm gonna go
pour
up there.
gas on the fucking fire.
For sure.
Yeah.
They-
Look at them. Look, they are. They are. They
Got
are.
the gas can and everything.
They are pouring gas
I
on
want
the
to go.
fire.
Assholes.
I
All
wanna
right.
join them.
Well, that's our wife's.
Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
That's our wife's
Oh
thing of
my
saying we need to go and supervise our
Yeah,
husbands.
we gotta supervise.
Look at these idiots. They have gas cans. Oh, Dad, they don't have gas cans. They don't have gas cans, Dad. They just,
Oh my god.
it's a TV show. It's a TV show.
Yeah, definitely.
Somewhere.
Okay,
I'm joining
well,
them.
I think that concludes our episode.
that concludes our episode. It might have been a little bit weird this time because we are drinking, and it is New Year's, so I couldn't read properly, and
That's okay. We got the point across.
I can't
And,
because I'm
um,
13.
that's okay.
I'm
You
not
did
alcoholic.
fine.
I still say.
What?
I said because I'm not alcoholic.
Oh, I'm not an alcoholic, you
Neither
little
am
fucker.
I.
I know.
What the shit?
I didn't call you guys alcoholics.
Then what were you in?
I know you were
And you guys were
insinuating some shit.
drinking.
It's
But
New
I'm
Year's.
Fine,
Not
I don't drink,
alcoholics.
so I
Except for your mom is drinking straight whiskey, though.
can. Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm drinking my apple juice.
Well, good. I'm glad that you're drinking apple juice. All right, so
Well-
do you want to tell everybody where we're available and?
Yeah, so we're available on
Oh my god.
YouTube. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Amazon,
Spotify, Amazon,
Audible,
We are also now on Instagram.
Yeah.
So we're
Necromancy Podcast.
yeah, we got some sweaters made. Should I show our sweater?
Yeah.
I want a sweater.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
I want a sweater.
We got our sweaters made.
I got sweaters made
We
for
got
us.
stickers made. We're really just
Yeah.
I want a sticker
Pretty
so I can put it on
badass.
my phone.
so
Yeah, we got
Fancy.
sweaters made and all that.
yeah,
It's pretty cool, and they're very nice.
comfy.
Necromancy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
anywho,
This is our last video for the whole year of 2023.
Yeah, you guys only did 2 podcasts, or 3 now.
Okay, smartass.
there we go. Well, have a happy new year. See you in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get our drink on.
Cheers, bitch.
I got
Let's
my
go.
drink.
Let's go out to a fire.
Oh,
Cheers,
yeah.
my son.
Cheers.
Non-alcohol.
I love you guys. All the best in 2024.
Tune in to our next episode as we do creepy 911 calls.
You're not supposed to tell them.
Why?
You're supposed to say it's creepy.
It's so creepy.
That's okay.
That-
Okay, well, thanks for coming and joining us.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah.
You did such a good job reading.
Oh, I feel like a second grader.
Good job,
Graduating.
sweetheart.
I'm gonna get on you about doing more homework. That's for damn sure you fucked yourself.
Oh.
We're definitely gonna start getting you to read out loud more often.
I don't like reading on camera.
That's okay, baby.
Or in general.
Okay.
Help me, 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 save me, save me.
Shut up.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Stop!
I'm just kidding.
Little fucker.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.